It is March 22nd, and we are back for another edition of Trivia Tuesday. This will focus on 1982 or questions related to 1982. There's one cheat in here, and I hope that you guys, I'll mention it. Let's see what you guys think. This will be a expanded edition of Trivia Tuesday because, we're going to have our 1982 special at the end of the week on Signals from Mars. You need to be a patron to join us, but it will be fun. Hope you guys, if you, can't be patrons, I get it, not everyone can pay to be a patron. They just aren't in the correct economic situation currently, or just don't feel like paying to be a patron. I have most everybody's list compiled. There's two that I have left to collect, and hopefully I could get those shortly. But this will be an expanded edition. Won't be quite 20 questions, but it'll be 15 questions based on 1982. So I do hope that you guys join us for tonight's show. And if you're listening to the replay of this or watching it, just, join us on Tuesday, Trivia Tuesday, Twitch. And I apologize. I'm trying to do three things at the same time here, trying to get everything loaded. And I see that in the chat we have Jeremy and we have Brad joining us. Hello, sir. Hello, sirs. How are you? Hope you guys are doing great. And I hope you guys are ready for some questions tonight. So this should be an interesting batch as usual. So some of the things you'll be expecting, perhaps others you will not. But we'll see. Like I said, they were all 1982 related. And just a reminder, I do start the questions at about 15 after the hour, just to give people time to log in. Throat is extremely dry today for some reason. Good evening for me, yes. Thank you, Brad. Good afternoon for you, because it is, 7 hours difference. So it's 4 p.m. for you, if I'm not mistaken. It is still 10 p.m. for Jeremy, a little after 10 p.m. But I hope everyone is having a great day. Everything has been fairly interesting on my end, or not. Oh, well, the usual. Let's put it at that, or let's leave it at that. So, if you guys are not privy to Trivia Tuesday, the quiz part usually comes down to the last few questions. Hey, we have Metal Dan joining us. Hope you're doing well out there on the left coast. Jeremy is saying, lovely sunny day here, 19 degrees at 4 p.m. We were slightly cooler. It was, I think, like 15 here. So it was slightly colder. Hey, I see that Bill is joining us. Bill Elam, thank you for all your support, sir. Great to see you here. And he's saying, hey, Victor and Brad, I'm at McDonald's in Oxford, Ohio. Let's see how good this free Wi-Fi is. Awesome. Glad to have you here, Bill. So cool. Let's see. Brad is saying, sunny and cool here, still melting snow. Still melting snow, but strawberries are coming out. So that's interesting. Well, I guess there can be snow up in the mountains and still strawberries growing in your backyard. So I wish I was that talented and had the patience and the time to do stuff like that. I was close to planting a garden when COVID first started up. And a friend of mine who was a gardener, I asked him about it. And he said to me, he laughed. He said, first of all, he goes, it's hard enough for us to schedule this. He says, when are you going to have time with your kids and with everything else that you're doing and, your work and whatnot to do a garden? And he says to me, given that COVID has shut a lot of things down, the local farmers, there's 2 greenhouses here that supply food to supermarket chains. He basically said anything that has a slight blemish, they're selling for dirt cheap. He goes, so what are you looking to plant? I said, well, mostly lettuce and tomatoes. He said, you can buy like 2 pounds of tomatoes for like 80 cents, basically. He said, there's no, don't waste your time, because he goes, A, you don't have time, and B, everything's going to die on you because you don't have time. So there you go. Let's see. Metal Dan is saying, 10 days ago, we went to a club show and didn't use a mask. 3 days later, had a head cold. See that? The germs are creeping back. So wear a mask more often in public? Seems so. Yeah, I think that's what. So for all the non-believers, it isn't perfect. And the statistics of it being 70% efficient is if someone who has a cold is wearing a mask and you're wearing a mask, it's each one of you, it's 35%, I guess is what the statistic is. I'm not a doctor, so I wouldn't know. So, aha, and Bill is having a double quarter pounder. Double quarter pounder with cheese? Well, actually, Royale with cheese in France, but I don't have that. I do have... That would be a half pounder. There you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
There you go. I also have the wolf. Let me see if I can censor this on the fly. This is relevant for when you're close to the end and you think that you're about to win Trivia Tuesday. You have to think about this.
Well, let's not start sucking each other's dicks quite yet.
There you go. That would be a half pounder. Okay. Well, doctorate. Yeah, so I'm assuming that I could throw metric measurements at you and you would have to know them, huh? So, yeah, so we're about 2 minutes away from starting everything up. And, ooh, almost dropped my water on my computer. Not good. Like a metric buttload. Yes. We were trying to figure this out, Jeremy, after you were gone on Friday. I wonder how many stones a metric buttload equals. So, anyway, we are about a minute away. If this is your first time playing and we want to see who you are during the game, please follow the instructions here if you can. And if you're on a smartphone or tablet, I'm not sure that you can, but just go here, grant us access so we can see who you are. If not, just let us know when it says contestant whatever number. Just let us know who you are. And that way I don't seem like a fool when I'm saying contestant 3078 has X amount of points. So Let's see, we are about a minute away from starting everything up for our 15 questions pertaining to 1982, and here we go. All right, question number 1. This song was supposed to appear on Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast. Is it Total Eclipse, Die With Your Boots On, Dune, or The Trooper? Hey, Steve Hoker. Thanks for joining us as well. Wow, we're actually going to have, 5 contestants? Interesting, so.
And the moral of this story is this is what not to do if your bird shits on you.
All right. So let's see. Which one of these should have appeared on Iron Maiden's Number of the Beast? Yes, it ended up on subsequent versions. And no, it is not on their latest re-release. Makes no sense. Also makes no sense that when they did their latest re-release, they kept Twilight Zone off of Killers because it originally didn't appear on the US version of the album. That is beyond stupid. But anyway, love Maiden, but hate some of the shit they've done over the years. And thanks to Brad, I can now pair Book of Stools with Stool Jitsu. So there you go. Anyway, so 4 people answered. 3 people answered this correctly, and 1 did not. So let's see. Aha. So we have contestant 2, contestant 3, Yarg Metal, and contestant 4. So first time in the chat. So there's Black Spinner 5159 saying, "Hey Brad." Cool. All right, so Jeremy is number 2. Steve was wrong. So let's see. I got to open up a notepad window here to figure out who every person was. So let's see. So Jeremy is 2. Steve is 4. And does anyone know who contestant 3 is? Anyway, we'll figure it out as we go along. But, all right. So, Jeremy with 17,166. Contestant 3, 16,475. Brad Dahl, Yarg Metal, 14,084. And contestant 4 minus 15,144, which is Steve. All right, let's move on to question 2. This member of Scorpions appears on the cover of Blackout with forks in his eyes. Is it Michael Schenker? Is it Klaus Meine? Is it Rudolf Schenker? Or is it Blue Saraceno? I need to have a quote of him going, "California! It's a rock and roll hurricane." So, almost. I don't know that I've ever interviewed anyone remotely close to Scorpions, but I did run into them at the airport, so I've got that one going for me.
Peaches and cream.
Yeah, peaches and cream. All right, so 4 people answered correctly. 1 did not. Cool, let's see the scores here. Can we get Blues on Signals from Mars? Blue Saraceno's a big-time producer now, so I think he might be above my pay grade. But contestant 2, Jeremy, came in with 18,169 points, followed by Metal Dan, Jinshitsu, would work well too. Okay. Let's see. Followed by Brad Dahl, followed by contestant 5. So we've got a contestant 3 and a contestant 5. Not sure who either one is. Bill, do you know what contestant you are by any chance? And following up with Twisted Steve Hoker, negative 18,000 something. So we have Jeremy in the front with 35,335. Metal Dan in second. Brad Dahl in third. Okay, Bill Elam in fourth. And bringing up the caboose, it is Mr. Steve Hoker. All right, next question. Question 3. Let me actually write this down. Bill is contestant 5. Next question. All right. This Judas Priest song is associated to Electric Eye. Is it Breaking the Law? Is it Tyrant? Is it The Hellion? Or is it Painkiller? Which one of these is best known for being played actually right before? Did I say Hell Patrol? I said Breaking the Law, Tyrant, The Hellion, and Painkiller. All right. Which one of them is associated for appearing before Electric Eye? Just move me up here because I think me mouth was being covered up by the answer there. And yeah, I should have given you guys this. Oh, yeah! All right. 5 people answered. 5 people got the answer correct, or as Rob Halford would say, correct. What we're going to do here, I would rather hear Hell Patrol on the latest tour. There you go. Love that song. So this comes down to, for those that are playing for the first time, it comes down to how quickly you answered. The quicker you answered, the more points you get. So let's see. Contestant 4, Steve Hoker. Finally in the black with this one after 2 losing questions there. So 18,455 for the win with that question, followed by Mr. Bill Elam, then Metal Dan, Jeremy, and then Brad Dahl. All right, so in first place still, Jeremy Weltman with 53,264 points. Metal Dan, second, 51,307. Brad Dahl from Yarg Metal with 45,195. Bill Elam in fourth with 28,817. And in fifth place, Twisted Steve Hoker with minus 15,323. Next question, number 4. I appear on the cover of Creatures of the Night, but did not play on the album. Is it Peter Criss? Is it Steve Ferris? Is it Ace Frehley? Or is it Vinnie Vincent? Which one of them appears on the cover, but does not play on the album?
Look, it's rock and roll!
Uh-oh. Metal Dan with the oops.
I'll give it a P&L statement.
See that? A mix of nerves to see who gets it right. 3 people got it right. 2 people did not. So let's see. Bill Elam, quick to the punch, got 17,960 points on that one, followed by Brad Dahl, followed by Jeremy Weltman, and then the negative answers, the 2 people that got it wrong, are Metal Dan and Steve Hoker. So in the lead, taking over, is Brad Dahl with 61,879. In second place, Jeremy Weltman, 55,584. Bill Elam in third, 46,777. Metal Dan with 37,378. And Steve Hoker Digging that grave deeper. 33,000. Minus 33,976. And he says in the chat, I second that oops. And Brad says he does not have his boots on. Okay. Next question. Question 5. Ozzy Osbourne released this live album in response to Black Sabbath's Live Evil. Is it Live at Budokan? Is it Speak of the Devil or Talk of the Devil as it was in the UK? Tribute or Just Say Ozzy? Which was the live album which Ozzy released in 1982 in response to the news that Live Evil was coming out by Black Sabbath and would be their first official live album. And for that, I give you this. Ow! 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 All right. 6 people have now answered. So someone new has jumped on in, and it is never too late. This is 15 questions deep tonight. So a few wrong answers here and there. You can still climb to the top. So let's see here. So contestant 5, Bill Elam, 18,180 points for that one, followed by Steve Hoker, 17,903 points. Contestant 2, who is Jeremy, 17,430. Then Brad Dahl, contestant 6. Please let me know who you are. And then Metal Dan. Total scores right now. Brad Dahl still in the lead by a little more than almost 4,000 points. And let's see. Second is Jeremy Weltman. Third is Bill Elam. Fifth is, or no, let's see. Fourth, Metal Dan. And then number contestant 6, whoever you are, is in 5th. And Steve Hoker in 6th place with 16,073. All right, next question. Question 6. This covers album was in response to Warner Brothers feeling Fair Warning didn't sell as much as it should have. Is it 5150? Is it OU812? Is it 1984? Or is the 1982 release by Van Halen, Diver Down? Which of these is the correct answer?
Boozy, boozy, bop.
And yes, it is mostly known as a covers album. I do realize that there are some originals like Cathedrals and Full Bug and what else is original on there? Intruder. There's 4 originals if I remember. Oh boy. Steve Hoker is saying shit. I hit the wrong one. Number 4 or 5 on Metal Dan's list. All right. Let us see here. 5 people got the correct answer. 1 did not. Is that you, Mr. Steve Hoker? Andy's contestant 6 as Black Spinner. All right, cool. Let me just jot that down so that I say Andy and I don't say contestant 6. So let's see the scores here, folks. Jeremy in first for that question, answered first, 16,731. Brad Dahl second. We have Bill Elam third. We have Metal Dan fourth. We have Andy fifth. And we have Twisted Steve Hoker in sixth with minus 18,025. All right. So overall, Brad Dahl still in the lead, 93,028. Jeremy Weltman second, 89,745. Bill Elam in third, 80,066. Metal Dan in fourth, 64,287. Andy in fifth, 14,088. And Twisted Steve Hoker, the Hokinator, coming up, bringing up the rear with minus 34,098. And for those that don't know, for those of you people that are playing for the first time and maybe haven't watched or listened to any of the replays in the past, if you happen to win, you either get a $5 discount to the Mars Attacks podcast merch store or free shipping, or you can choose to co-host an upcoming episode of the Signals from Mars live stream. So whoever wins, I will touch base and see where we go with that. Anyway, next question. Question 7. In the dirt, Vince Neil says he locked this band in their rehearsal room. Is it Rat? Is it Poison? Is it Missing Persons? Or is it Black Flag? Which one of these bands did Vince Neil talk about locking? He actually says that he couldn't stand their music, so they had a rehearsal studio next door. I think when he was in the band Rock Candy, and he locked them in their rehearsal studio.
Keep on rocking, shout the devil, and
Yeah, and that's right, Vince. Oof, all over the place. 6 people answered, and 6 wrong answers. Oh my goodness. Heard the podcast that uses Aaron Laughing and Decibel Geek podcast. Okay. It's funny. What podcast is that? I'm not privy to that. So let's see. All right. So all negative points. Jeremy got the least negative, minus 1,855. Then Brad with 4,509. Then Metal Dan with 8,682. Yeah, obviously a different rehearsal room than I met Vince at is what is what Brad is saying. Let's see. All right. So in fourth, we have Bill Elam with negative 11,872. Then Andy, and then Steve Hoker. Get Teddy Long because I'm going one-on-one with The Undertaker. Yeah, no kidding. He's skinny but tough. Well, he's from Compton, although Ernie C. of Body Count told me, he said Compton isn't as tough as what people say because there are some $1 million homes in Compton, and he said that South Central, where he's from, is nastier than Compton. So there you go. Anyway, total scores. Brad Dahl still in first, but Jeremy Weltman is closing in on the gap, followed by Bill Elam, then Metal Dan, then Andy, and then Steve Hoker. I've never seen a nice home in Compton. I've never been to Compton, so I couldn't answer either one of you. Watts is where the real hood is. Okay. Next question. Question 8. If I'm not mistaken. Bruce Dickinson helped this Spanish band translate the lyrics of their 1982 album Volumen Brutal to English. I believe they changed the title in English to Brutal Volume as well. But here we go. So was the band Ángeles del Infierno, Angelus Apátrida, Obús, or Barón Rojo? And interestingly enough, several of these bands, Carl Alvarez, who I've had on the show before, said, yeah, I listened to those bands growing up. They got exposure, I guess, in Mexico, so they made it, so it made its way to California as well, in the Latino community, I guess. Oh, okay. Cobras and Fire. All right, gotcha. That makes sense because they're on each other's shows all the time. And how this story plays out is that the band in question, 3 people actually got this right. Awesome. 1 did not. But this is going back to 82. Angelus and Patrida were all like little kids then. But anyway, story is that Bruce was recording in the same studio. I believe he was living there and had recorded with Samson there. This was before joining Iron Maiden, so I guess it was slightly before. Or maybe it was with Maiden. I mean, I'm not sure because obviously Number of the Beast came out in the same year. But the band is Barón Rojo, Red Baron. And let's see. So Bill Elam got this correct first. Place with that. Jeremy second. Brad Dahl third. And Metal Dan fourth. Not sure how to say lucky guess, but that's what mine was. Okay. Oh, Steve was in first. All right. My bad. Oh, well, all of these questions are 1982 related, Dan. I apologize. I said that all the way at the beginning. I guess I said it before everyone joined. But anyway. Let's see. First overall is Jeremy Weltman. Second, Brad Dahl. Third, Bill Elam. Fourth, it is Metal Dan. Fifth, Andy. And sixth is Steve Hoker. All right, this former Generation X singer released his self-titled debut album and was managed by Bill Aucoin in 1982. Was it Billy Squire? Is it Hammy Sagar? Is it Johnny Rotten? Or is it Billy Idol? Which one of these is correct? Yeah, Bill, I realized that after I screwed it up. I apologize. Do I have anyone even remotely close to this? Nah, so let's go with
Mother of God.
all right. 6 people answered. 6 people got this correct. And this will come down to how quickly people answered.
I'm freaking out, man.
All right, so Jeremy first got roughly 1,010 points ahead of Brad Dahl. Then Andy, then Bill Elam, then Metal Dan, and Steve Hoker answered another one correctly.
Meow.
All right. So overall, Jeremy in the lead with 121,121 points, followed by Brad Dahl, 116,667 points. Bill Elam in third, 82,339. Metal Dan in fourth, 57,851. Andy is fifth with 17,548. And Steve Hoker, sixth place, minus 22,866. So, yeah. Still some time to catch up, though. Who knows? Question 10. This New York band's album, Under the Blade, made it big in the UK before the US. Is it Anthrax? Is it Ramones? Is it Twisted Sister? Or is it Kiss? I don't know. Steve has been saying that.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Well, all right.
Steve has been saying that he's been hitting the wrong buttons all night, so who knows? I should have gone with this because this person is usually credited for helping them start out to become big in the UK.
You all right?
6 people answered. 6 people got it correct. sweep the leg. Yeah. Right, Mr. Cobra Kai. Steve got the most points out of this one, as he should have. 19,380, followed by Metal Dan, Jeremy Weltman, Bill Elam, Brad Dahl, and Andy. So let's see the scores right now. Jeremy is pulling a little ahead, followed by Brad, followed by Bill, then Metal Dan, then Andy, and Steve is close to getting out of negative hell here. So let's see. Still some time. Question 11. Mama's Boy would cover what Slade song before Quiet Riot? Is it Far, Far Away? Is it Mama, We're All Crazy Now? Get Down With It? Or Come On, Feel the Noise? Which one of these songs would they cover? And this is my one kind of cheat question, because it was actually not on Mama's Boy's 1982 release. It was on their 1983 release, but I needed a Mama's Boy question, so that's what I did. They released Plug It In 1982, but it's not on 1982. So let's see. Brad is saying Negative Hell would be a good song title. There you go. And Metal Dan is saying, I've been listening to a lot of Slade. Cool. Not Slide, but Slade. I got you. I understood. I feel you. Ooh, 4 people got it correct. 2 did not. Now, Quiet Riot covered several Slade songs due to the fact that Come On, Feel the Noise was such a huge song for them. So they went back to the well, some people will say one too many times, with Mama, We're All Crazy Now. So let's see who got it right. Bill Elam, first for that question. Metal Dan, second. Jeremy, third. Brad Dahl, fourth. And then Andy and Steve Hoker both did the Come On, Feel the Noise. And let's see. Let's see. And Jeremy is saying, saw Mama's Boys live playing it in 83. Did the guitars play the violin at the beginning? Metal Dan is saying, Monkeys Could Fly song. Let's see. So overall, Jeremy in first by about 7,100 points. Brad Dahl second. Bill Elam third. Metal Dan fourth. Andy fifth. And Steve Hoker in the great white position there. He just can't shake it. Still negative 21,971. Does he play? I'm not very versed with Mama's Boys. I believe they were Irish. And did he play violin in more songs than that? Let's see. Question 12. John Sykes solos on only one original track on Tigers of Peng-Tang's 1982 release, The Cage. Is it Lonely at the Top, Letter from L.A., Rendezvous, or Danger in Paradise? Which one of those features John Sykes on guitar?
I'm good. Okay, so what do you want me to say?
Whoops.
Okay.
Closest thing to John Sykes that I have is Carmine. It looks like I didn't edit this correctly. So it's
Okay.
39.
You want one? Here we go. You ready?
All right. I'm ready, Carmine.
All right, this is Carmine Apiece, and you're listening to Mark's. Oh, fuck me. Number 2. Hey, this is Carmine Apiece, and you're. Yeah, let's go again. Hi, this is Carmine Apiece, and you're listening to Mars Attacks. Yow!
That's awesome. See that behind the scenes footage with Carmine. Metal Dan is saying, Slade is great. Singer is still around. What a voice ahead of its time. Brad enjoyed that. Cool. Well done, Carmine. All right, so let's reveal the answer here. What did you guys do? Wow, so 3 people answered. 2 got it right. 1 did not. This will be interesting because I know that there are some John Sykes diehards out there. There's some Tigers of Pang Tang fans out there. I know this. And he invented behind-the-scenes footage. Yes, he did, Steve. Yes. Among other things, he absolutely did. Carmine is great. Oh, boy. So contestant 4, Bill Elam, got this right, and so did Brad. But Jeremy, the one who I thought would get this right, got it wrong. There you go. So, as I always say, this comes down to the end. Always. Brad is, what? Less than 1,000 points away. I think like 700 points away. Let's see, followed by Bill Elam, who still has a chance at winning. So does Metal Dan. Andy, if everyone tanks from here to the end, you still have a possibility as well. It's all has to do with the fact that you would have to answer everything correctly as well. But we'll see. Question 13. DRI is known as one of the originators of what style of music? Is it nu metal? Is it black metal? Is it symphonic metal? Or is it crossover thrash? Which one of these is DRI known for?
Hello, Spider.
The pressure is getting intense, Brad says. Jeremy says he couldn't remember which John Sykes played on. Jeremy, I think that one of your hesitations originally was that maybe there wasn't enough stuff that you were going to know. When I started doing Trivia Tuesday, and I've tried to get a fair amount of British hard rock and metal questions in there and try to make it so that, you know, people could answer a lot of this stuff. So, well, that's the thing. The whole crossover. Well, Steve, maybe you'll win, just not tonight. Love you, but with those negative points. All right, so 3 people got it right, 2 did not. Yes, great optimism. Let's see. So, Dan, the whole crossover thrash movement is a mix between punk and thrash music. So, and Steve, I was trying to give you my best Brad Dahl impersonation. You're going to win, but just not tonight. So let's see the scores for that one. Metal Dan got it correct first, then Bill Elam, then Brad Dahl. Jeremy, who had a 700 roughly point difference with Brad Dahl, is trying to make it interesting. I say that Jeremy has purposely tanked that question to make things interesting. And then Steve Hoker is just doing what he's doing tonight. Well, if we do all Twisted Sister questions, maybe you do win. Who knows? So first overall, Brad Dahl takes over the lead with 2 questions to go. 158,955 to Jeremy's 154,616 to Bill Elam's 137,126. followed by Metal Dan, Andy, and Steve. Top three, I would say, have a realistic shot at winning, depending on how quick they are and what they know about the last two questions. So, all right, here we go. What is the title track of the Anvil album, Metal on Metal? Is it Metal Thrashing Mad? Is it Metal Militia? Is it Metal Health? Or is it Metal on Metal? Which one of these is correct?
Oh, somebody stuffing a duck?
Well, we're waiting.
Oh, this your wife? Oh, a lovely lady. Hey, baby, you're all right. You must have been something before electricity, huh?
All right, let's reveal the answer. 6 people got it right, but this is one of these racetrack questions. Yes, silly question on my behalf. I always tell my kids this is the who's buried in Grant's tomb. What color was George Washington's white horse? You know, that's the one that I usually tell my kids. I forgot the Grant's tomb one, but yes, heard it many times. This is to see who is ready to answer quickest. Which one of you can answer quickest? So let's see. Metal Dan, followed by Bill Elam, followed by Andy, followed by Jeremy and Brad and Steve Hoker. Back on the positive side. 2 thumbs up for Steve. Hey. So, coming down to the last question. And I purposely didn't do the easy one last this time, because this one is going to be a little different than some of the other ones. It's going to be closer to that DRI question that I did. So just let me get my sound bites here ready for the end. All right. Pulling everything up. I always seem to lose track of what I'm looking for. There we go. All right. So going into the last question. Brad Dahl, 175,976. Jeremy Weltman, 172,638. Bill Elam, 155,176. Metal Dan, 132,458. We have Andy with 32,173. And we have Steve Hoker. Now, there's 2 things that could be going on here. Can Steve get on the plus side in the end? He's only at minus 5,594. So let's see the last question of the night. Bad Brains is arguably the first type of this band. Is it disco metal? Is it reggae metal? Is it thrash metal? Or is it hardcore metal? They would happen to own this distinction, or the argument would be with Black Flag. One is from DC, one is from California. So let's see. Let's see what you guys answer. Three people got it right. 3 did not. So let's see. The final. Jeremy sweeps in and comes in from behind.
Victory!
Jeremy Weltman comes out on top, but let's see. Metal Dan gets it correct. 18,829. Jeremy second, 16,962. Andy third with 13,941. And then Brad Dahl minus 8,630. Steve Hoker minus 18,276. And Bill Elam minus 18,319. So the overall, it ended up with Jeremy Weltman 189,600 to Brad Dahl's 167,346. Metal Dan 151,287. Then Bill Elam 136,857. Andy with 46,114. And Steve, we couldn't get you out of negative hell. Negative hell, negative hell. That would be part of the song. How about that, Brad? That will be our first Patreon collaboration, the Negative Hell. Negative 23,870. And let's see here. So Bill Elam is saying, yep, tank the last one. Jeremy is saying, yarg. Brad Dahl is saying, well played, Jeremy. Steve is saying, congratulations. Andy is saying, first time here. This was fun. Took a while to figure out how to answer. Well, that's awesome. Hopefully you come back another week to play. Next week, we go back to the usual scheduled time, which is 6 p.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Pacific. That is, I need to hear from you guys. Was having this an hour later easier for you guys to join in, or does the usual time of, I said 6 p.m. No, the usual time is 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. And then these last few weeks, because of daylight savings time happening in the U.S. already, we did 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. So let's see. Jeremy is saying the Limey kicked your butts, and he's laughing. Metal Dan comes in from behind. Yeah, Brad, I was wondering, is Limey PC? Do I have to say the kicked your butts? Jeremy with an oops. Wait, it was who has the most points? Damn it. Yeah. Someone didn't fill Steve in on the questions or the way the game is played. There we go. Andy, thank you for the follow. Just saw that. Brad is saying, thanks for joining us, Andy. This isn't golf, Steve. There you go. Bill is saying this was fun. Everyone have a great night, day. Absolutely. Metal Dan is saying Dallas 1 p.m. Someone commented recently how good that is. I'm even worse at golf, says Steve. And you've got plenty of golf courses around you. Metal Dan says just came on my Apple list. And Brad has talked about how good that song is, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Jeremy says I need to lie down after that. That intense. Awesome. Brad is saying it's always easier when I'm not working. See that? Oh, are you saying that you're working and that's why you didn't win? Are you looking for excuses now there, Dr. Poison? Metal Dan, trivia sweats mental. Brad saying, I'm still trying to quit, Jeremy. Limey bastard. Oh boy, Limey. Well, I would have to do the. Let's see when I upload this to YouTube what they think. That was a good round. No, not questions. I'll bring those back. Don't worry. Andy's saying, I like this time. I was able to participate. So cool. Well, we'll see. We may do we may alternate this or may do it a different day, different times. We'll see. I want to do this so that the most amount of people can join. Tell your friends about this. Tell them what it's like. Tell them how much fun you had. Post it online. Let people know. We'd love to have a ton of people here so that it makes it a lot of fun week after week. We've had Chris Sinzak on here in the past from Decibel Geek. We've also had Mike Kelly from MGK Photo, I believe is the name. I'm going off the top of my head, so if I'm not saying that correctly, I do apologize, Mike. So we haven't seen them in a while, but yeah, the more people you invite to this, the funner it will be. Tell the world. There you go, Metal Dan. Now instantly I have a rat in my head. So anyway, guys, thank you. Was an awesome time for me as well. Was a lot of fun. I will see you guys on Friday for the Fireside Friday, the pre-show 2-hour 1982 special on Signals from Mars. I have almost everyone's 1982 list. If you want to participate, you can do so for as little as $2 a month. Become a patron, submit your list. Or if you just want to hang out and talk to us in the chat, you can do so. So the pre-show will be me counting down the albums. It's roughly 50 through 15 is what I'll probably count down, or through 16. And then on the Signals from Mars live show, which will be at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, on Facebook, right here on Twitch, on Twitter, and a bunch of other platforms as well from around the world. We'll be counting down what all of my patrons picked as their top 10 favorites for 1982. So it will be a lot of fun. Please join us. And that is that. Thank you guys for making Trivia Tuesday another fun Tuesday night for me, and hope you guys, seems like you guys enjoyed it. If you're watching the replay, I hope you guys enjoyed the replay as well. See you guys.